Hey guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. In this video we're going to be looking at my top 5 picks in the Data East Super Pocket. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, I'm going to choose my top 5 games from the Data East Super Pocket. There are 18 games on this. Obviously I've played a lot of these games that were on the Evercade carts before, but there's a few games that are new to Evercade or Hyper Megatech, whichever you want to see it. There's plenty to choose from, quite a tricky selection. I don't think this is my most favourite Super Pocket out there, but there's certainly some games there that stand out and are really, really good. So I'm going to choose my top 5 games that I've thoroughly enjoyed, and we're going to start in reverse order. So at number 5, let's have a look at it. Okay, at number 5 we've got Gate of Doom Dark Seal. This is a sort of isometric style sort of adventure, I don't know how you, RPG style game. I'm not really sure the best way of actually describing it, but it's a fantastic sort of game. Choose the character that suits best. Could be any of them. You'll probably chop and change between all of them. And this one is a character I've actually not generally always went, and I'm surprised I didn't, because she seems quite overpowered to me. I love the boss battles as well, they are absolutely crazy. But yeah, just like a lot of these games, they're just coin guzzlers. You'll go through so many credits and coins on this, but obviously, thankfully, you're not actually paying real money. I'm not really sure how many people would get very far in these games if you were playing them in the arcade. You would probably have to spend an absolute fortune. But that's the joy of this emulation and playing them on the Super Pocket. You don't need to spend real money at all. I think I've seen on a forum somewhere someone sort of talking about the lack of graphics in the background here. It looks, honestly, it does look like an error, but I played this on a few different devices and it's exactly the same look, so I don't think it's an issue. I think that is how the game actually looked, with all these sort of black blank areas on the side. I think so, I'm not entirely sure. I never played the original, so I'm not sure if it is or it's an emulation problem, but as far as I can tell, that's basically how it was. There are 4 characters to choose from, and ideally it's probably more fun playing as a multiplayer, but yeah, sadly we can't play multiplayer on Super Pockets. Not yet anyway. Maybe one day we'll get to link them all up. And there's so much going on here, I can't see what I'm doing. At number 4, I've got Bad Dudes vs Dragon Ninja. Sort of scrolling, beat 'em up game, excellent stuff, really good, and emulated really well on the Super Pocket. Although the sounds do get a little bit annoying, I think it's very relevant of its time. The sounds do get repetitive and annoying. I think my son was laughing at me while I was playing this game about all the silly sounds that was coming from it. I certainly would rather play this game than Double Dragon, funny enough. I know there's a lot of Double Dragon fans out there, but I personally preferred playing this one. And yeah, the boss battles can be a little bit of a pain. And there you go, there's Karnoff. I think it's quite easy to add this in the top sort of 5. It could easily be top 3 as well. It is high quality sort of beat 'em up, and certainly one of the better games on this Super Pocket, in my opinion, that is. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, at number 3, this is Wizard Fire Dark Seal 2. Yep, it's the sort of sequel to the game that we had at number 5. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, it certainly seems far more advanced than the original game, and there's an extra character to actually choose from, which is quite cool. And all of them are pretty significantly different, so you might want to experiment with all of them and which one actually suits you. Yeah, there's definitely a lot more going on with the game in this one. A lot more going on with the graphics. They've obviously fine-tuned and filled in every gap. Where the first game, there was a lot of gaps in the side. It was more a traditional sort of isometric style game. This one, the graphics are far, far superior. Oh. Yeah, and much like the other game, it is a sort of 2-player game. and probably the best way of playing it. But sadly, yeah, I'm going to have to say it again, we don't have two-player games on Super Pocket, so you're going to have to play all by yourself. Yeah, I find sometimes different characters are better for different scenarios. For example, this one here, you're probably better off playing as the dwarf rather than any of the other characters. Yeah, and trying to waggle the joystick left and right when it's a D-pad is probably not ideal, but still, I think this game's fantastic. Really enjoyed it. Some of these cutscenes are kind of laughable. Oh, yeah, I could try and avoid it, I suppose. Woo! Yeah, I'm now a rock. Can't defeat me. Oh, yeah. Anyway, what a game. Let's have a look at number 2. My number 2 pick is Edward Randy. Now, this has first appeared on Data East Arcade 2 a little while ago on Evercade, and it certainly surprised me. Yes, it is very repetitive, but it's an absolute blast to play. It's a typical cracking action-adventure arcade-style game. I thought it was fantastic and thoroughly enjoyed playing it. The opening level probably isn't the best, considering what happens throughout the game. This one gets a little bit boring, but once you surpass it and get past, it certainly picks up and it becomes a joy. Repetitive, yes, very repetitive, but it's still a joy to actually play through. And once you get past that, as I said, it's a lot more fun when you get the vehicles and you get all sorts of things going on. More and more enemies coming at you than you can actually handle. It's just a laugh, to be honest. It's silly. But honestly, what's not to enjoy? It's a video game. It's meant to be unbelievable, stupid, action-packed fun, and that's what we get. Totally, unbelievably stupid. It's like a really, really bad movie. I say sometimes this game does make you laugh. Now, I have finished this game on the Data East Arcade 2 cart, and the levels do keep going on. There's lots of different enemies. It just gets more larger than life as you go, and you end up on an aeroplane running through the sky. Madness, utter stupidity, but it's still a lot of fun, and I would highly recommend it. Okay guys, for a pick, my top game on the Data East collection, we'll have a quick browse through them all, just to give you my quick opinions after playing them all up. B-Wings, I sort of shoot 'em up. I don't really like this game, I'll be honest, I don't like this one. It's far too difficult to be enjoyable. Breakthrough, it's alright, it's quite short, quite tricky, but it's not too bad. Burger Time, never really been a big fan, I just get a bit frustrated, especially with the sticky ladder syndrome. Burning Rubber, it's okay. This is a game that we had on the original Data East console collection on Evercade, and I think the NES version is actually more fun to play than that. Chain Reaction is a puzzle style game, it's okay, nothing special. Crude Busters, it's a decent beat 'em up, but it's horribly difficult. I'd rather play the Mega Drive version. Joe and Mac Returns is okay, it's that single screen style game. It's okay, it's probably one of the better ones. Joe and Mac Caveman Ninja, a new game that we never had on the Evercade cartridges. That's okay, that's a sort of scrolling sort of adventure arcadey game. It's not bad at all. Now Karate Champ actually surprised me. I played through this quite a lot last night and I got to grips with it and I really, really enjoyed it. It actually surprised the heck out of me, but didn't make the top 5 unfortunately. Lock and Chase, I'm not a big fan of Lock and Chase. Not a fan of this game either, it's way, way too difficult. Spin Master we'll speak about in a minute, another sort of sneak peek at which game's going to be the top game. Super Burger Time, better than Burger Time, but yeah, it's a bit confusing, the graphics are a little bit messy. Tumble Pop, another great single player, sort of single screen, defeat all the enemies style game, excellent stuff, but yeah, you will spend a lot of coins on that. Okay guys, so my favourite game on the Data East Super Pocket is Spin Master. Let's have a look at it. Now this game is not on any Evercade cartridge yet, and the fact that I've rated this the highest and best game on this Super Pocket, fingers crossed we get this on a cartridge at some point, but it's certainly a selling point for this Super Pocket. This is the only way of playing it currently on Evercade, so maybe it'll appear at some point, maybe it won't, but if you want to play it, you need a Super Pocket. or you could probably buy it on the Switch or wherever else, I guess. But anyway, this is a great game. Let's have a look. Colourful graphics, yeah, it really was original. I think it was a Neo Geo designed game that was published by Data East, I believe. And you can probably tell it does sort of look more like a Neo Geo game than a Data East game. But still, it's fantastic stuff. Lots of crazy boss battles as well. Lots of different weapons you can choose from and power up to. I'm not really sure which one is the best, but still, it's fantastic stuff. Colourful graphics, brilliant stuff, great fun to play. I highly recommend it. Certainly a lot of variety within the levels too, lots of silly stuff going on. So I guess it maybe makes sense that it's a Data East game, with their games being a little bit weird at times. Lots of variety with the different weapons, as I said. I think this is the sort of standard weapon, which almost feels like, I guess it's like a yo-yo or something, I guess. But some of the weapons that you sort of change to are certainly much better and more fun than the default one. So much going on with the graphics too. You could probably just quickly jump your way through the levels. Doesn't really make too much difference. I guess you can stand on the enemies' heads, which is quite helpful as well. As I said, hopefully maybe one day we'll see this on an Evercade cartridge, but at present the only way of playing this on Evercade sort of is the Super Pocket Data East version. Okay guys, so let me know, what are your top picks on the Data East Super Pocket? That's my top 5. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.